Time now for our Muni Moment. I'm with Mark Paris, Invesco, head of Municipal. So, Mark, it was very interesting. Earlier this week, we were taking a look at the Muni Treasury ratio. It hit a record low. What is driving the Muni outperformance?
Hi, Taylor, and thanks for having me here again. So I think the most thing is the demand from the retail side. I think what we've seen is investors were a little bit confused last year. We didn't know what the Fed was doing. We didn't know about the midterm elections. Now all those unknown questions are kind of answered. And money is coming very strongly into the Muni market from the individual investor. They're really supporting the market. They are oversubscribing deals. They are buying individual bonds. And I think what we're seeing is investors realizing that their tax bill might be a little bit higher than they thought. And they're really going into the tax-exempt portion of the market very hard. The Muni market can sustain this, I think, for a while. And I think investors will continue to put money into this asset class for quite some time this year.
Well, when you talk about support, we just came off a great first quarter, one of the best quarters going back since 2014. And then you mentioned taxes. Usually, it's a little bit of a weak time for the market. Do you think that that tax deduction will really sort of help boost the market going forward?
So I think we're in an interesting point with taxes. Corporations do their taxes on a quarterly basis, but individuals don't put pen to paper till the following year. And what we're seeing now is individuals are starting to realize with the SALT bite, the state and local tax deduction is a lot more hitting people than they thought. And so their tax bill's a little bit higher than they thought if they live in high tax states. And therefore, I think it's turning into a good demand for municipal bonds. We said this at the end of last year, that we expected retail investors to come back in once they put pen to paper. And I think now that they know that the Fed is kind of out of play, I think this is a good time to be buying munis.
We have 10 seconds, duration or credit?
Duration, absolutely duration. I think that this market, with the Fed from their comments last week, I think we are definitely pro long duration.